Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, AMR Resources Acquisition Corp just filed their Form 8K and it details a major event the company has been waiting for, their initial public offering. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing really lays out the groundwork for their new life as a publicly traded company. And we're going to break down what that means for investors. So the big news is that on the 16th of July 2026, AMR Resources Acquisition Corp officially went public. This is a significant moment for any company, especially for a special purpose acquisition company or SPAC. Like this one, they essentially exist to find and merge with another company. This document is an 8K filing, which is used to announce major events that shareholders should know about. In this case, the major event is the completion of their initial public offering, or IPO. This means they sold shares of their company to the public for the first time. The company's name is AMR Resources Acquisition Corp. You might also see them referred to by their ticker symbol, AMACU. It is a shell company, meaning it was formed solely to raise capital through an IPO to acquire an existing business. Now, let's look at what they offered to investors. They sold units, and each unit was made up of one Class A ordinary share and half of one redeemable warrant. Think of the warrant as a coupon that gives you the right to buy another share later at a set price. These units were priced at $10 each. These shares and warrants are now trading on the Nasdaq stock market LLC, a major stock exchange. This gives them a lot more visibility and makes it easier for investors to buy and sell their securities. They offered 26 million of these units, including some extra shares from an overallotment option, which is basically an option for underwriters to sell more shares if demand is high. This whole offering brought in a massive amount of money. From just the public offering, they raised a whopping $260 million. That is a huge sum of money to kickstart their acquisition plans. But that is not all. They also completed a private sale of units to specific investors. That private sale added another $7,075,000 to their war chest. So, in total, they've generated substantial capital from this IPO and private placement. This filing also mentions an audited balance sheet that shows they've received all this money. While we don't have the full details of that balance sheet directly in this document, it is a crucial piece of financial information that investors would want to see to understand how the company has used its capital. It is included as an exhibit, meaning it is attached to this filing. It is also important to note that AMR Resources Acquisition Corp is identifying itself as an emerging growth company. This means they can take advantage of some regulatory benefits and may not have to follow all the same strict reporting rules as larger, more established companies, at least for a while. This whole IPO process is a critical step for any SPAC. It is how they get the funds needed to go out and find a target company to merge with. The success of this IPO sets the stage for their future acquisitions. As I mentioned, there is an exhibit here containing a balance sheet, which is a snapshot of the company's assets, liabilities, and equity. Seeing this balance sheet would give us a clearer picture of their financial health right after the IPO, showing how much cash they have on hand and what their immediate financial obligations are. The report is signed by Matthew Fitzgerald, who is listed as the Chief Executive Officer. This tells us who is leading the company and officially putting their name on these important filings. So, what is the big picture here? AMR Resources Acquisition Corp has successfully completed its IPO, raising a significant amount of capital. This is the foundation for their ultimate goal, finding a private company to take public through a merger. The amount of money they raised is substantial, giving them considerable dry powder for potential acquisitions. The fact that they are an emerging growth company means they might grow at a faster pace, but also need to be watched closely as they mature. The key now is to see what company they decide to acquire and how that merger plays out. Without a target, the future performance of AMACU hinges entirely on the quality of the acquisition they eventually make. The risk, as with any SPAC, is that they might overpay for a target or that the merged company struggles to perform as expected in the public markets. Historically, many SPACs that raise this much capital have faced challenges post-merger. But a strong acquisition can certainly change the narrative. Alright, that is my take on this AMR Resources Acquisition Corp. Form 8, what are your thoughts on this company successfully completing its IPO? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate filings breakdowns. You can also find our Discord community in the description. Thanks for watching, stay decoded. If you want the broker and charting tools I use, they are linked in the description, affiliate links that support the channel.